What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. First order of business, I'm 17.5% to my 2024 goal, which is listed right up there of about 1,000 subs here on YouTube. So if you want to help out, like, subscribe, all that great stuff. If you enjoy the content, if not, I get it. So we're going to keep it simple today. I like to do that here on this channel. You want to know how long it's going to take to make money on eBay? How long is it going to take your item to sell? What kind of items are you listing? That's the short answer. If you're listing items that take 90 days to sell, guess what? You list something today, in 90 days it should sell. You can accelerate that by reducing the price of the item. If the item is supposed to sell for 20 bucks, you could sell it for 17. If you want to sell today, you could probably sell it for 5 bucks. Then you're not really going to make any money. So it all depends on the sell-through rate of that item. So how do you calculate sell-through rate? Well, let's look. Nike men's t-shirt. I sell clothes, so I'm looking at clothes. You're going to come over here and you're going to go to pre-owned. You're not going to look at that number because it's always wrong. You're going to look at this number, 95,488. Okay, 95,488. I have my calculator off the screen just so we remember that number. I'm doing pre-owned, like I said, so let's do sold. Now with this one, you can see there's no number beside it, so you just have to go off this number. So this could be 24,999. Sorry. It's just going to affect your search results. Okay, so 95,488. Someone remember that? That's what I said, right? Let's just check that again. And then I'll explain to you exactly how this works. So what you want, if you want to know how many you have, we'll just say 95,000. It's an easier number. How many have sold? 24,000. So you're going to take how many have sold divided by how many were active. Okay, this is a number for 90 days. If you want to know how much it is per month, you would divide by 3. That would give you 8 point, let's just call it 5. Okay. So what this is saying is you have a 25% sell-through rate every 90 days. How many 90 days are there in a year? There's 4. 9 times 4 is 36. Okay. So there's 4 quarters in a year. There's 4 quarters in a dollar. So what you're looking at, if you listed one of these, exclude the vintage one because that's an anomaly. If you just had a regular Nike t-shirt, right? You're going to get 15 bucks, let's just say. And it's going to take a year to sell. So if you start listing these, today's day one in your business, guess what? You're not going to get paid for a year. So you have to be able to sustain your business with zero income coming in for a year. It's pretty tough, right? But now, let's change this. So that was 25% for 90 days. Nike Pro Combat. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing. I passed by it. Used 30, we'll call it 3,900. Sold. So you can already tell the numbers are better. Again, 2,100 divided by 3,900, 53.84%, 90 days. So now we just cut our time to sell an item from 12 months down to about 5.7 months, maybe 5.8. Just because we know that a Nike Pro Combat t-shirt sells better than a Nike men's just regular t-shirt. Now look, it's not selling for a huge amount of money, right? It's pretty close to the same dang price. Maybe a little bit higher. Maybe you could go 15 to 20 instead of 10 to 15. Still, now you only have to hold your business for 6 months. Okay? So you're starting to understand and see that if you want to know how long it's going to take to make money, you have to know what to sell because that's going to tell you how long it takes. Don't do what I did in the beginning and just think everything sells. Everything does sell. It's just how long it's going to take. I have almost 5,000 items sitting here with, I don't know, maybe half of them aren't the best sellers. So I've reduced the price to get rid of them to move things. So now let's look at another example. Okay. So we'll come over here to pre-owned, call it 2,200. No, see, that's wrong. 2,000. Actually did a video on this. eBay's numbers are so incorrect. 2141 sold 1,500. So 1,500, 2141, 70%. It's pretty good. 90 days. So you can go 70 divided by 3 times. So it's 23%. So now we're down to 4 months. And some of this Filson and CC Filson stuff has 100% sell-through rate. Some of it over 100%. It can be over 100% sell-through rate because we're dealing in a 90-day period. Obviously, you can't be selling 100% over 100% of an item on eBay for very long because it will sell out, right? So that's how that works. So you can see these, I mean, I love this brand. It's not impossible, but it's hard for me to find anyways. Some of the stuff's real good money. So that's it in a nutshell. I mean, it's eBay doesn't have to be super complicated. It's not super hard. I think a lot of people make these videos and they have these thoughts that it's really difficult, and it's not. It's just you need to understand some basic things. Once you get that down, once you get your foundation, once you get your understanding, then you can start to branch out and learn more specific things, and you can increase your knowledge of what do you have going on with eBay. You know, do I want to do a deep dive into this brand? I want to find the very, very, very best item that this brand makes and just sell that because it'll have a, you know, a really good sell-through rate. So again, that's how you calculate your sell-through rate. Very important to know. You need to figure out, go to your thrift store or wherever you're going to get your items, figure out what kind of items you can get. Can I get this brand? If I can't, okay, it's good to know that this brand sells in case, I don't know, I'm on vacation or something and I see it really cheap. But know what you can get and then know what sells and only pick that up. Start small, start slow. This isn't a race, right? It's not, we got to do the 100-yard dash. Just let it build up and let it take time. It'll be fine. So now you know how to calculate your sell-through rate. Go through, see what's at your thrift stores, find out what sells for really, you know, really quickly. And then you can kind of be up and running. Don't worry about how your pictures look. Don't worry about your descriptions. You just work on that. And then, I mean, look at all these pictures like this. I don't, it's not the greatest, right? These aren't the greatest pictures. It's just hanging up. It looks droopy. Guy's fingers in the way. But it works. So he sold it for, you know, sold it for $43.99. So do some research then too on how to write titles. eBay will tell you how they want to see you write your titles. So if you can do those things, that's pretty much it. Don't, if it takes you an hour to take pictures of this, that's fine. You're learning. You have to start somewhere. It would take me an hour to do a listing when I first started. So I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a process. Then you learn, get your process. You get faster and you get faster and you get faster. And then before you know it, you can do a listing in a couple minutes. You do pictures in a couple minutes. So to determine how long it's going to take you to make money on eBay, it's going to depend on what you're selling. If you don't even sell clothing, you sell in another category, that's fine. Still apply the same principles. You find out what video games would sell, what electronics sell, what car parts sell, what necklaces sell, shoes sell. I mean, it's the same for everything, right? Find out what sells, how long it's going to take for it to sell. If you can get it, you know, and then the items you can get, how long do they take to sell? So we need to choose the best. And then can you sustain your business? Start out one per day. Can I sustain paying $7 a day for an item? Okay, so that's $210 a month. Do I have 210 extra dollars per month that I can put towards this business for maybe just plan on the next year, right? So it's about 2,600 bucks plus some fees here and there. And, you know, you can take pictures on your phone. Just about everyone has a smartphone with a camera. This carpet, this is indoor outdoor carpet from, I think I got it at Home Depot. It's like 25 bucks. Big old sheet. You can hang, I have one here too hung up. My point is you can do this business for very cheap. Do it out of your home. There's very low inventory. Buy you 5 bins, plastic storage bins, and keep it cheap. Don't make it fancy. You want it to feel cheap, your setup. And then roll it, see what happens, and good luck. You know, it's a matter of learning. You're learning. So I've babbled on enough about that part. Let's get over to what my store does. Now, my store, if you're new here, we had an issue. I made a video about this. We had an issue with my store. We lost 66% of our sales and our traffic. Don't know why to this day. That was about 2 years ago. So I'm rebuilding. I've started a second store, and we list 3 items per day in this first store, 2 items per day in the second store. So I'm basically starting over just like everyone else. That's why I'm able to understand how to build the business so well, is because I've done it once and I'm redoing it. This time I'm doing it even better because I've learned a lot more. So yesterday we sold 6. Today so far we've sold 3. So not too bad. I thought I was in the second store here for a second. So yeah, we're just plugging along. That's about where I expect us to be. Here's the second store. You can see after we got back from vacation, things have really popped up. We sold 2 yesterday and we've sold 2 today. 2 promoted yesterday, 2 organic today. So it's like they're keeping us even. I really think the way forward is how I'm doing it. Only listing good items that sell relatively quick. The other point I should mention out is it is okay to have items that take 6 months to sell. Because when you get down the road and you start to grow, you got to think of this. Okay, am I able to find, let's say you want to list 50 items a day, have a big business, maybe you have a helper. Can you find 50 items per day in your category that will sell in 30 days? Probably. I know for me in clothing, no. That will sell in 90 days? That will sell in 6 months? Probably. So for me, I'm okay with my items taking 6 months to sell. But when you start out, you don't want to do that. You want to get as many of those good items. Now, I still search out items and have them in my store. I've listed several items recently that have sold within days of me listing them for full price because they're good items. And that's, to me, that is the teacher saying, here's your A plus, you're doing a good job. Because if the customer's buying my item in a relatively short time over and over and over again, these different items and things I'm finding, that means what I'm selling, there's a demand for. So what I recommend is every time you sell an item, let's go back over here on this. We'll just pull up this one. Okay. So you would come in here. Now it's not going to tell us, right? It just told us that it's sold. But if you were looking at your sold in your store, it would say when the item was listed. So let's just say this was your item and it was listed 2 years ago and you finally sold it. Probably not an item you want to pick up again. On the contrary, if you pick this item up and it sells in, a week, yeah, you're probably going to pick it up again. So you can see this, that almost looks like concrete, but it could just be a special background. It's a rug. It's a very thick rug is what it is. So pointing out that there's a spot right here, broken button, vented, 100% cotton. Hard to get a shirt to look good on a flat lay. There's different opinions about taking pictures of your number. Button on sleeve is cracked in okay condition. Does it come with extra buttons? Probably not. So I would have put vented. Filson shirt, men's XL beige button up. I can see the color, unless it's a special color. I really don't put it there, but you can look, long sleeve, long sleeve. So you're wasting characters, right? This is very valuable real estate. That's what's going to make your item sell or not sell. So you got to think about that. Yeah, I don't know. A couple stands front of shirt button, sleeve crack. It's Monday to Friday, so expect to look delivery. Thanks. Still sold for them. So, anyways, there you go. Let me know if you guys have any questions on anything. I hope I didn't go through that too fast on the sell-through rate and how to calculate it. Again, it's the number of sold versus the number of active of whatever item you're looking at. So it's the number sold divided by the number that's active gives you your 90-day sell-through rate, which is this number, right? Let's just use 19200. Sorry. 1500 divided by, what was it, like 4200? I don't know what it was, but you get the point. So this right here, sold. This right here, active. This right here, 90 days, not per month. You want to know per month? Divide by 3. 11.9% would be the monthly sell-through rate. Is that good? That's 10 months. A little over 9 months to sell this item. Can I go that long without getting this money back? That's for you to decide. I don't know how rich you are. So anyways, let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate everyone stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.